more and more men are saying the same thing. Never again. Never getting married again. Never risking half my shit. Never risking half my retirement. Never gonna risk half my business, or only seeing my kids half the time or less. And honestly, I get that. Exactly get that way. A lot of the men I coach and talk to who've been some very painful things, divorce, betrayal, financial ruin, some of them, broken relationships, with their relationships, infidelity, all kinds of stress, anger, and resentment. I know, because not only do I coach men that have done that, I did that. Divorce, I got cheated on, I lost really everything. I lost my sobriety. I had to start over with my health, my finances, and my entire life from scratch. For a long time, I told myself I would never be in that situation again, and that the pain wasn't worth the risk. That's what I thought. But then something happened. Excuse me. Started doing the work. Not on the court system, not on everybody else, but on me. I got sober. I took responsibility for me and everything I did. My mistakes. I worked on my health. I worked on my mindset. I worked on the stuff that made me difficult to live with. And little by little, I did it. The interesting thing about healing, it changes what you're afraid of. Today, I'm married to my new Colombian wife, Sandra. And when I look at my life today, I can't imagine missing out on what I've got today. There was a lot of risk. Of course there was. Every meaningful relationship comes with meaningful risk. But after doing the work, I realized the reward is completely worth the risk. Not because I found a perfect person or I am perfect now all of a sudden, but because I became a better partner, a better communicator, a better listener, a much better husband. I'm not saying that every man should be married again. You shouldn't make permanent decisions based on temporary pain. You gotta heal first, do the work first. You gotta become the person you wanna be before you can be a good partner. And then you decide what you want your future to look like. The goal shouldn't be just to avoid the pain. It should be building a life that's worth living. If you're struggling with your life to try to rebuild after divorce, maybe addiction, maybe your health's out of control, or you're really ready for some life changes, it's exactly why I started coaching men and women. Sometimes we all need some accountability, somebody to walk alongside of you to help you figure out what's next. Type I'm in the comments if you're committed to changing your life and doing the work. I'm an accountability coach and I help people start over. Hit me with a DM if you guys are interested in maybe getting some help. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.